warning for everyone, I will be ranting in this video.
So we had more bombings from Iran. So Iran is now bombing natural gas facilities. Qatar, largest gas industry.
Okay, first objection. Why is Asmongold not mentioning that United States and Israel bombed Iran's gas facilities first? He's just talking about the Iranian reprisals and painting Iran in a bad light because of that. They're not the one who escalated this to attacks on gas infrastructure. And he doesn't mention that. First
Industrial hub, the attack was by Iran. So now they're attacking different random industries. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Ah.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Jesus Christ. And Iran allegedly killed 4 Palestinians.
And of course, Asmongold is going to react the same way Trump is, which is, this right there, what you're looking at, this explosion on screen, is challenging his worldview. It's 3 weeks into the war that he thought America would have easily won by now, and yet this is still happening. His first reaction is, well, we should hit them harder. We should just win the war. He doesn't understand that we can't do that. Moron in this case.
Probably a lot more than that. But, oh, here's another one. Oh, my God. Look how big this is. Look at the distance on this. Oh, my God.
Do you remember, Asmongold, a few days ago, like last week, when you were telling your chat that we'd gotten all their launchers and they wouldn't be able to fire missiles anymore? Do you remember doing that last week, Asmongold?
Hello, you guys.
Look at that. Holy shit. Yep. Oh, yeah, true.
He's not talking about those launchers anymore, is he?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Is oh my God the English version of Allah Akbar?
Probably.
Oh shit.
Is that it?
Allah.
Yeah, it's like, it's basically the same thing, yeah.
Oh shit, works too.
I feel like they use it at about the same time, right? Oh God, God is best. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, it's oh shit. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And oh shit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
True.
And just look at all these explosions and how Asmongold loves this type of stuff. And it's amazing that he loves this type of explosion and stuff, yet he knows so little about the U.S. military. He still doesn't know about the radars, does he?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
True.
Yeah, no.
That's the way I would feel about that shit too. Oh my fucking God. The U.S. Asked Israel not to attack Iranian oil facilities, but they did so in retaliation. They attacked those U.S. allies hosting U.S. bases. Well, I mean, here's the thing is that if Iran is attacking an ally, or sorry, like a neutral third party.
A neutral third party. You are a liar, Asmongold. Again, you see this here? Qatar. See this here? Biggest U.S. base in the Middle East. You think they haven't been involved in the attacking of Iran? If your country is used as a staging point, hosts the biggest U.S. base in the Middle East, and are threatening Iran, you're involved. You're a party to the conflict. You are basically a vassal state of the United States. And you are a valid target. And your oil infrastructure and gas infrastructure is a valid target. Sorry. I mean, you're not going to mention this, Asmongold? Or do you even know?
There's really no justification for that. Like, if Israel...
No justification. Biggest U.S. base in the Middle East.
Israel bombs you, and then you go and bomb a third country. That's like you losing a game in Xbox.
This is a country with the biggest U.S. base, and U.S. companies have built extensive oil infrastructure in this country, and this gas, the gas that is sold by Bahrain, by Qatar, goes to fund our deficits, goes to fund our bombs, the very bombs we're dropping on Iran. I mean, the petrodollar is half of the petrodollar thing. Yes, it's to encourage people to hold reserves in dollars so they can buy oil. But the other half of that is that all the countries like Qatar, who sell their oil and gas in dollars, then reinvest the majority of those dollars into the U.S. Bond market and stock market. Same difference. They fund our deficit. They fund our military-industrial complex, the one that's bombing Iran. Try to pretend that Qatar isn't involved in this.
Fox Live, and then you go and punch your dog. Like, it's got really nothing to do with it. I mean, like, what do you mean?
What are you...
Of course, Israel, war is war. I mean, yeah, but, like, it's not even a war. Like, Qatar's not even...
And it makes sense from even the game theory perspective. Okay, let's go back to that other video. This is why Iran's decision makes sense. Because Iran instantly struck back against the gas facilities in Qatar. Now Trump wants no more attacks on energy infrastructure because he knows that attack in his allies that host U.S. bases in the Gulf will be struck in retaliation. If Iran didn't strike back, like Asmongold suggested, then Trump would just keep on bombing all of Iran into the ground. I mean, he'd just destroy all their oil infrastructure. Because why wouldn't he? Just to pressure them to give him what he wants.
Even fighting them. Qatar isn't sending missiles over to Iran. Qatar isn't the one doing that at all. So I don't even know what the hell's going on. And just take Iran out fully now. I think that it's becoming more and more evidently clear that Iran has to get destroyed.
Iran has to get destroyed. Okay. Let's go over to, like, how about ending world hunger, Asmongold? Do you want that too? How about curing cancer? Do you think we should cure cancer, Asmongold? You probably think we should cure cancer. Let's just cure cancer. Let's just... that is the level of absurdity of what Asmongold is saying right here. Let's just destroy them. We can't. We can't. That's the whole problem. That's why this war is 3 weeks in with no end in sight. We can't destroy Iran. They keep firing missiles. We try to stop them. We can't. We try to open the Strait of Hormuz for 3 weeks now. We can't. We can't, Asmongold. That's reality. Wishful thinking. Policy of wishful thinking doesn't work.
It is. Like, I don't know how many more massive, huge natural disasters that they have to effectively create before people realize that...
The natural big disasters, this happened because we attacked their oil infrastructure. If we hadn't attacked their oil infrastructure, this wouldn't have happened. If what you're suggesting, we need to completely destroy them, what you're suggesting really is that we continue attacking their oil infrastructure, right? I mean, that's what I imagine you're saying. And if that happens, then Iran turns around and destroys all the oil infrastructure in the Gulf. Let's just explain something about the range of drones. Even the most shortest range of drones, like reach the UAE, and second shortest range, basically the entire Gulf oil infrastructure are within the range of Iranian drones. And they have 80,000 of the smaller drones. These aren't the ones that can reach Israel, but they're more than enough to reach every oil facility in the Gulf. And they have 80,000 of them. We cannot stop Iran from destroying all the energy infrastructure in the Gulf and pushing oil prices up past $200 a barrel. That's what they can do. And we have no way whatsoever to stop this. So what you're suggesting, we should just destroy Iran. Well, then they just destroy all oil infrastructure, and Trump and Democrats win Congress and impeach Trump for starting a war that destroys the global economy. That's what happened. We do what you want to completely destroy Iran. It's regime change in the United States.
Iran is a terrorist state, and they need to be totally...
Okay, I addressed that in a video already, so I won't go into that now. But no, you're wrong, Asmongold. Yes, actually, Iran does support terror, but it's not the biggest supporter of terror. That is a lie. No, Asmongold, Iran is not the greatest sponsor of terrorism. It isn't. You can check this video. I'll put a link in the description. That's just wrong. He just doesn't know the Middle East. He doesn't know Iran.
Destroyed. like completely destroyed. I think every single country in the entire world should consolidate around neutralizing this threat.
We start a war, and then every country on Earth should come and bail us out. When we bomb their Pope, their supreme leader, with
The tweet frames it as being deserved for being Zionist aligned. Well, the thing is that Iran, whenever you're bombing other random people,
the biggest U.S. base in the region that's been used to attack Iran. It's not an innocent third party. Good God, Asmongold.
like whenever you're sending bombs out, because
I don't know
of
how
your
much of this
ideology-
video I'll be able to get through. I'll have to go for a little bit more, but we're only 3 minutes in, and how much am I ranting?
Ultimately, you have to look at this from a self-preservation point of view. Does Iran have the right to just
Yeah, someone Proton Snail. Unfortunately for us, Hassan is right for fucking once, and unfortunately, no one is believing him because his takes are usually awful. Yes, for one, I can imagine that he and I are much more on the same page with regard to Iran, and he's from Turkey. He is much more informed about this region than Asmongold.
bomb and kill anybody who has an ideology that they disagree with or is aligned with people that they disagree with? Well,
No, okay, go watch the other video. No, Iran isn't this horrible, evil thing. Yes, the Houthis, Hezbollah, and the Iraqi militia. Those three are proxies from Iran, but compared to Hamas and ISIS, which are CIA and Mossad funded terrorist organizations, ISIS and Hamas have killed like 10 times, maybe even 50 times more innocent people. The ISIS genocided Christians in Syria, and Iran had nothing to do with that. It was CIA and Mossad.
if they think that they do, then I think that we should disagree. I think the reality is that this is a power struggle. It is. It's a pure, simple power struggle.
It is a power struggle. Good for recognizing that. But we aren't the good guys. It's just a power struggle.
And I want America and Western forces to come out on top of it. It's really that.
You want, oh, how cute he wants. You want also cure cancer, right? And end world hunger. You want that too, Asmongold, right? Oh, and you want universal income. I know you want that. You just want so many things. It's so cute. No, you can't have it. This is reality.
Simple. Iran represents a nexus of third worldism, radical Islamism.
That's what you don't understand. Trump had lost this war the moment he dropped the first bomb on the supreme leader, because Iran has all the cards. It can destroy all the oil infrastructure in the region. It controls the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. interceptor missile stocks are way low. They've destroyed our radars in the Gulf, so we're completely blind. I mean, we are just so fucked in the Gulf right now. We can't win that militarily, Asmongold. That's the problem.
Shitty behavior, terrorism, and just in general, like world destabilization. Everybody should be against this.
Again, you can't be completely uninformed and then say everyone should be against it.
If you're speaking English in my chat right now, you should be against.
I don't, because you have too many people in your chat, and I don't think I'd ever reach you anyway.
Iran. It's not even a question. Trigger on the finger with emotions? Yeah, exactly. Well, it's meant to affect global energy, and it's working. Well, doesn't that... The thing is that what you're saying is that they're trying to affect global energy. So your argument is that they're trying to cause as much damage to the
They're
entire...
not trying, they're succeeding.
Globe. And the response to that should be that we shouldn't completely obliterate.
We can't! You moron! You absolute moron on this topic. We can't! Again, they have 80,000 Shahed drones. Enough to level all the oil infrastructure in the Gulf and just put the entire world into a worse than the Depression. And just tank the world economy. The worst economic crisis in hundreds of years. The Great Depression looked like a joke. They can do that. What power do we have? We can't stop it. So they're not doing that. They're only closing the Strait of Hormuz so far. But if we do what you suggest and just try to just destroy them, maybe like some are suggesting, you want to go in and drop a nuke on them? Because that's yes, if we accept that all oil infrastructure in the Gulf will be destroyed, and we let Israel drop like 50 nukes on all over Tehran, then we can win. That's only then we can destroy Tehran. It just costs us the entire global economy. Good God.
Them? Why would we allow them to just basically indiscriminately try to do as much damage?
It's not indiscriminate. Everything they've done is very precise. They've not gone after civilian targets. We bomb their LNG, they bomb our LNG. And it's ours. Qatar's is ours. It's not a democracy. We have our little puppet dictators in the Gulf that sell oil in dollars and give us the dollars to fund our deficits. We own those states in the Gulf.
Damage as possible to the global energy ecosystem. Really think about that. Like, if that's what they do, and instead of actually trying to fight a war against the people that they're being attacked by, instead of that, they just go and instead blow up as much as they possibly can.
Again, it's very specific. We bomb a desalination plant in Iran, which you don't know about. You talked about the other day, like, oh, it'd be terrible if they attacked the desalination plant, without realizing that Israel had already bombed desalination plants in Iran, and Iran, in retaliation, had destroyed one in Bahrain. You don't know that because you're completely uninformed on what's going on in the Middle East. So, Iran is very specific. We attack civilian infrastructure in Iran. They turn around and attack civilian infrastructure in U.S. vassal states. The vassal states, which have U.S. military bases in them that were used to attack Iran. It's not random escalation. It's very targeted and specific. And it would not have happened if we had not bombed their LNG production.
Then yeah, I don't think so. They do it to make you stop, brother. Well, that's the thing, is that, do you want to...
And again, it worked. It worked. They did this so that Trump would stop attacking Iran's energy infrastructure. And it worked. It's common sense. It's game theory. It's essential for Iran regime survival. You hit them, they hit back. An eye for an eye.
Live in a world with a country that will indiscriminately bomb and kill people that...
They, not indiscriminately. Very discriminate. This was caused by Trump. Iran didn't decide to escalate and attack LNG. It was United States and Israel that did this escalation, not Iran.
Aren't even related to a conflict in order to hopefully...
Biggest U.S. base in the Middle East. What are you talking about not related? This base has been used to attack Iran. And you're going to try to say Qatar is like this innocent third party? Good God.
They achieve a geopolitical goal of making somebody else attacking them, because that's terrorism. That's what it is. They're terrorists. So in my opinion, I think that we...
Then when we bomb their oil infrastructure, is that terrorism too, Asmongold? When we bomb their schools and kill schoolgirls, is that terrorism? It sure looks like terrorism to me. You can't say what they're bombing is terrorism, but we bombed their girls' school and that's not terrorism? You're just so...
We should go. I am all in on regime change. I am all...
Oh, yes. I have the clip saved about how happy you are that we bombed the Supreme Leader, despite not knowing that that's going to completely fuck over the manga movement in the United States. It's going to wreck Trump's political careers. It's going to fuck over the entire world in terms of energy prices. We're going to fail to accomplish any of our goals in Iran. Iran's going to be a nuclear state. And we did that because we killed the one supreme leader that was preventing Iran from becoming a nuclear state. And now everyone in Iran in leadership is going to hate us now. It's going to be our position in the Middle East. We're going to have to give up some bases there in order to end this conflict at some point, because the pressure will become too much. Everything is going to be bad. We're going to, every objective you want to accomplish, we're going to fail. Not only we're going to fail, but we're going to lose stuff. Like that biggest base in Qatar, that's going to be gone. Yes, that's going to be gone.
Plan on bombing Iran. I think we need to get rid of these people, as much as possible. Like, I was like kind of on the fence about it. I was like, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
On the fence What?
At this point, after seeing the amount of indiscriminate bombing and attacks,
Again, stop lying, because it's lying. Either you're criminally uninformed. You don't know that we bombed their oil infrastructure first, and then they struck back against a country that hosts the biggest U.S. base in the Middle East, which makes complete sense, and destroy our U.S. infrastructure there. That infrastructure that's used to sell oil and fund the U.S. deficit.
they've done, I think that it is 100% the morally correct decision to
Morally bankrupt decision.
completely wipe these people out of existence. Because
Okay, with the way you're talking, are you supporting dropping nukes on them, Asmongold? I'm just curious if you've gotten that far, if you're that far brain dead. Because what else do you want to do? United States has been trying to fight them for like 3 weeks, and we failed. They're still firing all these missiles. They told you they got into launchers. That wasn't true. We're losing this war, Asmongold. This war was a mistake because we were going to lose it. Losing wars are never the smart decision.
you don't do that. If this is what they do whenever they're at this power level, imagine what happens if they get questioned or they don't get what they want and they have a nuclear bomb.
You're acting like they spontaneously, again, this war has been going on for 2.5 weeks, and Iran has not struck the LNG infrastructure in Qatar up to this point. That means they're restrained, they're rational, they're not just doing things. Then we bombed their LNG infrastructure, and they turn around and do this. It's instant, it's eye for an eye, it's completely rational, and it works. Again, Trump is backing down on attacking more oil infrastructure in Iran. I don't know. I can only maybe a minute or two more of this.
Think about how scary that is. The main thing that we should be doing is finding every single person in leadership part of this ideology and systematically getting rid of every single one of them. So that's what my opinion is on it, right?
Yeah, just kill everyone in Iran.
Thousands of protesters they killed. Well, they killed more of them today, too. That's what's crazy is that you think that the Iranian, like the executions are over. They did more executions literally today. So they executed 3 people. Here we go. The Islamic regime in Iran hanged a 19-year-old wrestler and anti-regime protester today. So
I'm sorry. This is a country of 90 million and 3 executions. Yeah, it might be bad. The thing is, I don't know if this was actually... Israel is actively trying to recruit people, and there are traitors in Iran. Or it could just be... He is a protester they just decide to assassinate, to execute. But 3? I mean, we bombed 150 12-year-old girls just 2 weeks ago. That bothers me. 3 protesters, and that is... Okay. No.
this is another person who has been executed by this this country. A lot of that ideology are from Sunnis. Well, Iran's a Shia country. It's pretty obvious, okay, right?
Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. I've done my ranting for today. This will be on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Come watch on Kick or Twitch. And I'll see you in the next video. And, yeah, Asmongold, just learn some basic things, like about all our radars in the Gulf being destroyed. Just learn that at least, please. Or that we're critically low on interceptor missiles, like that we're depleting the defenses of Taiwan, South Korea, and Japan because we're so desperate for air defenses. You learn that, for example. Learn that Iran has more than enough missiles to level every oil infrastructure in the Gulf, and they could completely wreck the global economy. The Strait of Hormuz doesn't even matter if they do that. Just be a little bit more informed on how badly we're losing this war. Okay. Goodbye.